Rabah Saeid, Sudanese interior designer, founder of Hhabtat. I grew up in a lot of countries. I think this had widened my lens, even though as a child I don't think I appreciated it as much as I do today. It allowed me to see so much and be very agile. I moved to the US and signed up for college. I was an undeclared major for 2 years because honestly I just didn't know what I wanted to study. I allowed myself to kind of explore, learn, work. I signed up for night classes, continued to go to school, kind of explored the world of interior design. I fell in love with the possibilities. I fell in love with the practicality. I fell in love with that you can create this idea in your head and you can pull from so much inspiration around you, imagery, fabrics, materials, and you can create an idea that you could present to someone else. I moved to Dubai. I was sort of like struck by the skyline of the city, and the buildings just represented opportunities for me. And I also feel like we're so lucky in this city to be able to have a backdrop of such a beautiful city, access to great design. I mean, pick any sector of the design industry and think of going to dinner or going to a cafe or going to a hotel. And I promise you what we have in the city from inspiration, we have great access to, designers from all over the world, as well as, local talents, whether it's the regionally designers that operate out of Dubai or the actual local Emirati community. There's a lot of inspiration around us over here. To this day, my business comes purely from word of mouth, and I am very proud of that. It's not always about just selling an idea. It's not about landing your first client. It's about getting repeat clients. And this is one thing I love about what I do. When I have clients that came to me with their starter home and now they're having their dream home, or they're opening their business and they come to me, and I feel there's this sort of continuity of the building of a relationship. And this is something that I'm very proud of to this day. I think most interior designers, people feel like we have a very kind of defined way of doing things. And maybe some of us do. For me, the first thing that I'm inspired by is the context of the project that I'm working on. What is the location? What's the idea behind it? How do my clients want to use this space? How do my client use their existing spaces, whether it's for business or for their private, life? Light is a very important aspect of the conversation. What sort of light that we want to capture or expand on, whether it's natural light or curated light. Honest materials. I'm very well known for my use of honest materials, whether it's wood or natural stone. Let the material speak to you, touch it, feel it. I think if you use honest materials, you will always have a beautiful outcome at the end because they are by default timeless. You will always want to kind of see them and understand them and feel them and go back to that environment you created. I think because of the journey I had gone through to stumble into this career or this path that I've taken, I think I always have a soft spot for people to come along the journey and learn about an industry or a field they can get good at. I always reflect on how I got introduced to the interior design field. We offer job shadowing in high school, which I think is a very informative time in young people's journey to learn about different career paths. We have a high school program of job shadowing. We have obviously for college students the internship program. We're very proud of our interns. We always kind of stay in touch with them and try to see where they're at and where they're going. Try to expose them to all fields of of the work. And what I mean by job shadowing is not just, working with us in the design and the site experience, but also getting them to see what an entrepreneur day-to-day life looks like. I always say, don't be a sort of a bystander or cheering from the sidelines, but get in the game, get your hands dirty a little bit, and shape the community around you and change the narrative of the things that you don't like in certain communities.